counties or cities, and you know you get to talk to them, ideas of what you're doing, stuff like that. Hey, yeah, no, you're in a good sport, you know. I mean, they're all good. It's just that if you ever watch city people fighting, they're always talking among each other. It's not just techniques. It's how to calm yourself down when you're watching other people fight. You know, instead of being afraid of like, oh, he's so good, he's so powerful. No, you're in a good sport. No. The referees, they try to take care of you. So once in a while you'll run into an animal. You know, someone that wants to hurt another fighter. And they know the other fighter isn't good. You know. But a good referee won't let that happen. I mean, you'll lose, but he will let you walk out.
Yeah, we'll be able to walk.
And you're thinking up here.
So the teacher sparred with him for maybe it was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, you stay in it long enough, Mijo, you're going to love going to tournaments.
Yeah, I want to go to a tournament. Well, not right now, but.
I mean, not just here, to other cities, but that would be a long way off. But it's great. It's great. I love tournaments.
You could look up tournaments, like not just once a year, but the ones that are local, and you make the money so that you have 2 uniforms, whatever you need. You know?
No, but betting on the tournament?
No, it's money to go. I mean, how do you get there?
You can get new friendships, too. Learn new techniques from another fighter from, say, St. Louis. Or from Texas, or whatever. You get to talking on the side during the tournament. Yeah, you can learn something that way. You know? And like I say, more important, friendship. Talk to each other on the telephone once in a while, or whatever.
This is the first time that you interacted with the other students at this level of sparring.
The main thing is, besides learning your own skill, is to learn the rules of each tournament. They don't run the same. Believe it or not, they're supposed to run the same. You know, some of them places that they have a tournament, they make their own rules. You know? You just got to do the best you can while you're there. You know, if you enter a tournament. If you're halfway good, you'll have some people that'll like to watch you fight. Believe me, you do. They did when I was doing it. You know? So, it's fun. I love tournaments. Man, I love it. It was fun. Yeah. So once in a while, you might see somebody get off the gym and go to the locker room, and he'll be taking his defense off. And he's got his cup outside in. Somebody really kicked him, man.
Yeah, very hard kick.
I've seen that a few times. Thank God I never had that happen to me. But that's usually somebody with no control.
Bob, you know what's really weird though?
Huh?
You know what's really weird? In the Taekwondo place,
Yeah.
we only had one pad, the chest pad, that goes like to the sides.
Right, like a baseball.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But in karate, a long time ago, karate.
Well, usually, I don't know. Most tournaments don't do that. The pad is usually used for a demonstration. You know, 2 black belts showing you how people get hit, how they react when you do get hit, things like that. But that's because they have the padding. I mean, they really get hit. Yeah. Everybody gets hurt.
Bob, but in my karate classes,
Yeah.
they had like helmet pad, we had mouth guards,
Right.
we had the chest pad,
Right.
and we had sometimes shin pads.
The only thing wrong with all that gear is you can't move quick.
And it's expensive.
they know he's been defeating everybody, and now you're up against him.
Like the guy that fought the world champion and lasted like 12 rounds. Wasn't winning, but he lasted 12 rounds or stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard it like in boxing stories like that. Yes. They said,
But
well,
you know, the guys in karate and tournaments, they're no different from boxers or whatever. They all use that intimidation, you know, the evil eye look and all that blah, blah, blah stuff.
right.
Es esto raro.
See.
That really doesn't mean a thing, unless he hits you.
Hey, Otto.
Then it's your fault.
Mami, ¿quieres little bag? Sí, la necesito para una muchacha también. ¿Quieres eso?
I don't think this is my phone. That's right. It isn't my phone.
But
You just gave me Bob's phone.
you know what, Leon? If you stay in the sport long enough, you're going to love going to tournaments. Believe me, you will. You'll love it. I know I did. I fell in love with it. First, I was scared just like everybody else. But, you know, you learn new techniques, meet new people. And that's a lot of fun. And then plus, if you're lucky to win a couple of matches, you'll hear people calling your name out from the stands that watch you. He's good. Stuff like that. Makes you feel good. Anybody tell you when you're not run down that you don't feel good, that's a lie. The truth thing is the opposite. When they tell you you're a bum and all that, that's when you really feel down. This got to be closed. You know. But yeah, hey, you're gonna love tournaments. The longer you stay in it, you'll love it. You get new friendships. You learn new techniques, and then plus traveling, you know. Even if it's within the city, one part of the city, okay, one part of the city may be nicer than another. You don't know it because you never went that way, you know. And that's good. It's good to travel. That's that. You know, he'll tell you. You know. No, it's true. Meet new people, see new surroundings.
Have you seen the lights? This hat has lights.
Turn them on. But don't look at his eyes, just at his hands.
Yeah. Like I say, you might get come to the point where you don't want to do the sport, but you'll go back to it. It gets in your blood. Believe me, it does, especially in tournaments. Going to a karate class or a school, you can get turned off. But once you're into fighting in tournaments and you get a little following, so to speak, or other fighters know that you're good, you feel 10 feet tall sometimes. It's a good feeling. People say that's a bad feeling. It is in a way. You know. But it's good to be recognized. Just like at a regular school. Oh, there he goes. That's the guy that get all E's. Stuff like that. Hey, it would make you feel good. I know it would. Hi, good girl. Hi, big girl. Yeah. Good girl. But there's a lot of people that are in that sport, they quit after a while, but they always come back. You might do the same thing. For whatever reason, you might say, oh, I don't like this no more, or I got hurt. But something about that sport makes you go back.
You want cookies?
Huh?
Cookies?
I'll give you that first.
Mom, you put it there. Yeah, that's not good.
I know. He wanted me to eat this first. I said, no, I'm going to eat this first. No, you're gonna like this sport, especially tournaments. say, oh, you can't get hurt playing baseball. Bull. You can get hurt. You get hurt anyway. You can get hurt bowling. I've seen guys' legs go up in the air when they release the ball. It looks funny, but if it was you, you wouldn't be laughing. Nah.
I want you to put your uniform in a suitcase so that you're ready to travel.
I don't have
Oh,
a suitcase.
You better learn how to iron a uniform. Remember the teacher, one guy had his leg up. Fix that uniform.
No, but she was pulling it up.
Oh, that's what she was happening. She was maybe scratching her leg or something. Huh?
A lot of guys get afraid when they go to karate fight and they see a guy real big. Hell, that doesn't make them good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hell, little guys that wipe big guys out. I've seen that. I'm talking about little guys 5'1", 5'2", fast as a whip. You know. We need a lot.
She's like, I'm done waiting for you.
See, two things scare guys in the tournament. The belt he's wearing, they get further and because he's got a blue belt, he's got a green belt, he's a black belt. And the other thing is size. Some guys that are big, they can't move fast. The only reason they win is because they're so big, people are intimidated. Of course, you don't want to get hit with a big guy either, though. But it's a good sport. The heck. As long as you like it. Yeah.
So you could close it.
Any sport is good as long as you like it.
Pues no me des el pantalón para mañana.
A menos que me ponga un jean. Ya, voy a ponerme un jean. Oh.
So keep learning and keep teaching. Once you start teaching, well, invite your friends to go watch you.
Thing is, you don't have to be a big guy to be admired when you're good at something. You can be a small guy. And if you're good at what you do, people say, hey, there goes Daniel Caron, he's good. No, it can happen. I knew some Chinese guys that were like masters in shooting pool. Man, they had more people liking them than you could shake a stick, man. I'm not lying. Even females that ever won pool pins, shoot pool. And to be good at it, you got to do it a lot.
Training.
I want you to learn how to train dogs too.
Owning your own pool table don't work. I know, I had my own. And I wasn't very good at pool.
Did you use it a lot? Or?
Look, I don't even have a snack.
You think you'd be good if you had your own. got the skill, you ain't got it.
So that's why it takes time to develop it.
It's like driving a car. There are people who drive cars every day. But then they're not good drivers.
But
You would think they would
have a
be.
driver's license. They have a car.
Yeah. That is a mystery though. People drive cars every day.
Go bring me a milk from the refrigerator, please. Well, it was a fun evening because my son got to spar. I was surprised. I thought he would just spar with the teacher. But then they had him spar with another boy that was a black belt. Then they had him spar with another boy. May have been a brown belt, I don't know. But they were the same age, I think. Same height type. Oh, I was thinking vanilla or white.
You know, I often wonder, how do people get into movies? I mean, it's not like there's a movie studio every 20 blocks in any city. I mean, how is it possible people get to be in movies?
What do you think, son? Please
Well-
put that away and listen.
Okay. What I think?
See, like in sports, every neighborhood has baseball fields, football fields, and if you play it from a child to a grown-up, you might be good and play for the pros, maybe. But I don't know. Now, some guys can really be good, and they don't have that.
Well, if I wanted to get into movies, I would do
contact Scott.
like Scott. I would get it. He got into commercials.
I had my own pool table, but I wasn't very good at it. So that, some people think, wow, you own your own sporting thing and you'll be good. Don't always work.
Own a karate school, son.
I knew guys like
What?
baseball,
Martial arts school.
I knew guys play baseball every day, but they were no good though.
Yeah.
You think they improved? When I get full and I got something up there, then I'll give it to you. But right now,
Anna, could you take the dog to the garage, please? So she won't be begging. English. That's
Daddy.
her in English, Anna.
La leche blanca de esa leche no me la toques, no es mía.
Oh, I've been drinking it.
¿Qué?
I've been drinking it. I just finished drinking the milk.
¿De ahí la agarraste?
Yes.
No es mía, es de la Miskaela, ya viene mañana. La leche y chocolate es mía.
I didn't know. Give her a chocolate one.
Bueno, de la parte de arriba es mía, pero la de la caja negra no.
All right.
he shouldn't worry about it.
Lo que está en la
Correct.
gaveta.
Somewhere along the line, it'll get better and better if it stays in it. If not, so what? At least it learns something. Take care of itself off in the street. Yeah. That's the important part. You know. Not every guy can be a winner in tournaments in karate. See, people forget that. long as he likes it, let him keep going to the school. If he don't like it, he finds something else that he likes, let him do that.
Bob, Rosa said you have appointment tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
For your ears.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're gonna put this
Okay,
on top
okay,
on one jean.
okay,
Okay, I'm gonna put it out.
okay.
Everything. You need to take a shower. You tell Anthony to open the
All right.
shower. Alright, gonna leave it. Here at the door.
People think when they don't learn karate or they don't learn boxing, that ain't the whole life. Real life was making that.
Money.
Being the best fighter means nothing if you ain't got no money in your pocket. Nice place to stay, pretty woman to date. If you need money to date pretty woman, yeah. When you got money, you can have a great apartment, great area.
You can stay away from
I know some guys that have nice apartments,
Bob,
but you
you're gonna
but
put
you
it.
wouldn't want to go visit them. I mean, the neighborhood was dangerous.
You can stay away from dangerous areas if you have money. If you drive in a car, nobody's gonna bother you. Usually, on those guys in the corners, on the
Uh-huh.
streets.
Oh, it's nice to have a good car. But unfortunately, it depends on the neighborhood you got that car at. It might be right out there tonight, tomorrow it's gone.
That's right.
Oh, it's not a left matter if that's your car. I knew guys that did that, steal cars.
Mhm.
No conscience, man. People that steal cars, they don't care what you steal. There are a lot of people now that have a car, like, if you stole it, it was like stealing their wife. I'm serious. That's how, like that with
They
their own
love their
car.
car, yes.
I understand it, you know. Even when it's not stolen. Have you ever been around guys, that's all they talk about is their car, about I was here, I was there, it could do this, it could do that.
I was too much of a solo person. Alone.
Some cars do run better, but then again, I think it's up to the person that's driving that car to make it do what it can do. Some guys don't drive well. They gun the thing so much and all that. Sooner or later, it doesn't operate well. But it's nice to own a car though. Go where you wanna go, when you wanna go. You ask somebody for a ride, I can't do it. So what are you gonna do? Pay an arm and a leg for a taxi cab?
Wait for a bus, and some buses don't run. No, the best way is to have options. And a bicycle, I think a bicycle can do many wonderful things for people that are 20 years old, all the way to, if they don't stop, well, forever.
See, growing up in Chicago, I knew a lot of people that had their own cars, and they would travel a lot, going to different places, different cities.
drove?
From Chicago to Miami. It was from Chicago all the way to Miami, Florida.
That's a good distance.
Oh, it was too long. But it was better than the bus. Because I did it on the bus first. I rode a bus. And it was a long journey. On the bus, my back, my buttocks would hurt. And in the car, we were able to pull over.
But I'll tell you one thing, anytime you travel somewhere far in a car, flying out the best route, people make the mistake, oh, Route 66 will take you right there right away.
Mhm.
And it doesn't. I'm just making an example.
Yes.
Find out. Who knows? Some people have that little magic. They know how to go from place to place quick.
Who did he attack? Fluffy attacked Butterfly?
Yeah. Y ese gato está operado también.
Something's wrong with the way these cats are operated. They still attack the females. Put them with Snowball. Let's see what they do with each other. Well, I'd rather him fight Snowball than Butterfly.
But some people like to travel by airplane. They say it's quicker. But not really, just think about it. You go to the airport, you might be waiting 2 hours before the plane takes off.
Yes.
And then when you land, you're still waiting to be checked out of that airport.
Yes.
And then from that airport, it's usually far away from the city that you're going to.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if you're really saving time by going by an airplane. Now,
Depends on how far the road is.
I don't like the idea about a bus. I travel by bus. Sure, you got bus stops, you know, you go to restaurants there, stuff like that. But you really don't see nothing on the highways. And it's not all that quick. You know, I've rode Greyhound buses.
All you see is other cars.
Now, the train is slower.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta say one thing about riding in a train. You got a club car, in the regular seating, you can eat right there. Sure, you don't see nothing. You're on the outskirts of most cities, you know, when you're on the train.
Mm-hmm.
But you can walk around. You got washrooms right there. You know, in
Yes.
some ways, the train, I think it's superior. I always said to myself, if I had the money and I had to travel from one city to another, I wish I had the money to have a private apartment.
Oh, yes.
Oh man, can you imagine having that? You're still seeing whatever you see out. They have windows. You have your own private washroom. You don't even have to. You can have people that work on the train
Bring you food.
right to your cabin or whatever you call it. But I thought they paid big money for that. I guess I never knew anyone that did that, but you know, I always said if that's the way to travel, that would be my way. On a train, have your own private apartment. Oh, man, think about it. I mean, they have TVs in there. Time go just like that when you're watching a movie or something.
Yes.
Shoot, you're in another city after the movie's over. Well, if you ain't got no TV, you're sitting there in a regular car. 2 hours seems like 2 days.
Yes.
But you get to meet people on the train. That's nice. But I don't know. Airplane, you can meet it, but you don't see nothing on an airplane. So once in a while, you hit those air pockets on an airplane. It's not a good
Turbulence,
feeling.
yes.
I've never traveled on a boat, so I don't know how that is. All I know is it has to be slower, you know, than traveling by water.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I have had guys tell me it's like living in a big hotel.
Oh, it must be fun. Those big luxury.
I mean, they got everything.
cruisers.
Some of them big ships got 6 restaurants, 6 of them. You all private elevators. You even got elevators in the ships. But I don't know, man. That boat goes down in the ocean, man. You better pray there's another boat close by to get you. It doesn't matter if you know how to swim or not. That
The
ocean
water
will
is
swallow
cold.
you up.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's gotta be nice going by boat though. I've seen some pictures of the boats. Oh man, they got swimming pools inside the boat and all that stuff. They got, this one boat had, I think, 5 restaurants inside that boat, 5 different restaurants. Game rooms. They had music, dance floor. I bet they paid a lot. Cars, I travel by car. I'm not too keen about cars. So, on some roads, man, you go 70 miles an hour, you don't have to worry about running into anybody. I'm serious.
Empty roads, yes.
But still, like I say, time-wise, airports supposedly get you quicker, but people forget. You gotta wait before that plane takes off for sometimes almost 2 hours. Then when you get to the airport, there might be a delay landing for whatever reason. And then most airports are very far from a city.
Yes, from your home, where your new address.
If you could take a taxi cab, man, you take an airplane fare, so I get the taxi from out there.
Yes.
Oh, man.
But I still prefer, well, it depends. If it's far away, like to Alaska, I'd rather
Yeah.
fly.
Uh-huh.
But I would, if I have the money, I might as well take the train. If there's a train that goes off that far.
The train, you don't see nothing, but I like the train too, because everything's there. You can walk up and down the car, they have each car has a washroom in there. They can either bring you food to where you're sitting, or you go to the club car. It's not bad, and it's not all that bumpy going from one car to another to go to the club car. I mean, just the way modern trains are nowadays, wouldn't even know it. Though sometimes there is delays. I forget one time, we stopped somewhere, I forgot where the hell it was, I don't know if it was Texas or somewhere. And every stop, you can get off the train if you want, but you have to get back on it. And after, I don't know, say a certain amount, some guy went out there and took us, well, he wasn't the only one, but this guy, particular guy, was in our car. He went out to smoke a cigarette. You know what happened? The train left him behind. I don't know if he fell in love with his cigarette, or he was talking to somebody else at the time. All I know is we were leaving him behind at the train station. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him after that. Paying more money for another train, he has to. That was his own fault. He's got to. I mean, if the train left with no notification, then he I've been on airplanes, trains, and Greyhound buses. Well, they have their own little washrooms on the buses. At least they still do, as far as I know. But I wasn't too thrilled about traveling from one city to another city on a Greyhound bus.
No.
Some people like it though.
If you've never done it before, okay, sure.
Well, you're on a state road. What are you going to see with the other cars? You're not going to see the cities, basically. Yeah.
You see the same road all the way.
The only thing that's different is about the restaurants. Some restaurants make better food than the other restaurants, on a bus stop. But I don't know. Airplane, like I said, you can get somewhere far in 5 hours, all right. Let's just say that. But hell, sometimes you're at the airport an hour and a half, 2 hours waiting for the plane to take off, and the same way landing. Hey, sometimes they make you wait a while after they land, to check yourself out. So, I don't know if you're really saving time, on an airplane. I can't say anything about boats, because I've never been on a boat. I mean, that travel from one city to another, I've never did that. You ever been on a boat?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not talking about a rowboat I mean a regular passenger boat.
In a way, I have. I went to those gambling boats, but they just go and come back in a couple of hours. I'm not thrilled with it. It was cold. If you went outside, it was cold. On the inside, they were smoking with cigarettes, so I didn't like that. And then there was nothing to do except gamble, and I don't gamble. But I went on it because my mother took me.
I tell you, I like the pictures of some of those big boats that go from country to country and stuff.
Oh yes, the big cruise ships.
I mean, it's like a big hotel going from city to city with all the rooms and the kitchens that they have, all the food. I mean, that one ship they showed on TV, 3 different kitchens, 3 different styles of food. They had a dance floor in there. They had a swimming pool up on the deck. But I bet it costs big money to be on that thing.
Yes, I bet it
Then it
does.
takes time too. I mean, if time doesn't bother you to go from one place to another, that's the way to go, I guess.
Well, if it's an island, you can get there by boat or by
I've never done that,
plane.
going on a boat. I mean, I've been on rowboats, and what do they call those boats that show you around? What do they call that?
Sightseeing boats.
Yeah, sightseeing like.
Yes,
But
those
that's
are
it.
pretty. You get the wind in the summer, and
But I don't know to go far on a boat. I don't know if I'd do that or not. Not cheap, I know that. But if you got the money, I hear it's worth it. If the day is nice, the water's calm,
yes,
it's nice to be out there. That's what they say. If something goes wrong, you don't want to be on that boat.
I've been on those
Now, but
boats.
that can happen on everything. Airplane, car, bus, something can go wrong. Only trouble with a boat is, the boat goes bad, who's gonna help you if there's no other boats around? And all you see is water. It doesn't matter if you know how to swim. Sooner or later. An airplane, something goes wrong in an airplane, you can forget it. Plane goes down, you're going with it, so. I never heard of anybody parachuting out of a passenger airplane. Never heard of that.
No, that
if you like to travel, but in a way you really don't see all that much. But it's nice to, in a way, being on a bus. You know, some restaurants are better than others. You know, where they stop. And sometimes when the day is nice out, hey, the highways look great. You know, and you see the outskirts of the cities. Yeah, but you don't see too much.
On the gambling boat, there was a nice moment when we were on the deck and they were asking questions, like trivia questions, and people would, okay, you sir, go ahead and what's the answer? And they would say,
Now you drive, right?
I used
Of
to drive.
all the ways that you could travel, say real far, what way would you travel? Being on your own in your own car, go on a bus, go on a train, or an airplane? Which would you think would you rather do?
The ultimate, I think, is an RV on land.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the RVs, yeah.
But then the train ride is just as good, and then rent a car.
Yeah.
So like a combination. You take the train as far as you want, and then you get off and get a car from there to the address you're going.
I mean, you don't see it. You know, I like trains. The only trouble is, if time is in your factor, speed-wise, train takes a little bit long. Almost as long as, say, a bus, believe it or not. At least I think it does. But if you're on the right train, some of those seats are so damn comfortable. They got the jack to put your headphone, little TV on there.
Yes.
I mean, you watch a movie, next thing you know, you're in another town. Can't beat that, you know. But if you don't have that little TV, that 3-4 hours, man, it just drags. When am I going to hit that other town? Yeah, you lose yourself with the TV.
Yeah, I would like to go on a boat ride though, from one place to another, because I've been to places where the boats arrive.
Now the train and a boat, and even airplane, they all three have one thing that's very good. They all got washrooms. Yeah. But when you're in a car, you're gonna have to pull over somewhere.
That's why I like the RV.
Yeah. And the buses, I'm not sure if they have washrooms. Some say some do. But if more than one guy has to go at the same time,
You gotta make the
you
line.
better hope he or she is quick getting out, you know, before you, that is. But usually you don't get that feeling on riding the bus. At least I never did. The few times I rode Greyhound buses. Very rarely I had a feeling to go to the washroom.
They have scheduled stops.
The train is good. I like that, but you don't see nothing on a train. You don't see nothing. You're on the outskirts of towns. You may see farms or cattle, some horses maybe. You might see that.
A donkey.
But in a car, you're zooming along. I don't know if you're sightseeing on a car. It's been so long since I've traveled in a car far. I mean, I guess it's the same as a bus. You're in the outskirts of towns, you're in the highways, so you really don't see much.
See, I got spoiled in the sense that I traveled, and to be stuck in traffic, it's no fun. And to be in a bus or in a car on a highway,
Yeah.
you just see the car in front of you. It's nothing. So the best would have to include a bicycle. Like at the beach, I've seen beautiful movies about people at the beach, and they're riding a bicycle.
get in trouble with on a big a big boat going from one country to another or wherever, you're in a world of trouble. Even with the radio equipment, it takes time for other boats to come and get help.
That's right.
Airplanes, you can get in trouble there. A bus, it depends if they run into somebody or something, you know. But it takes so much time to ride the bus. And then every stop, they're 45 minutes, something like that. That takes time to get where you want to go. So if you go far, you're probably going to hit at least 3 or 4 restaurants. 45 minutes time, 3 or 4 times that. Shoot. That means it takes you longer to get to where you want to go. But then it's not bad on some stops, you know. Sometimes some of the food is pretty good.
Yes. Or the place.
Sometimes you might see some nice passengers from other trains or buses. See some beautiful women on them. But it's mostly on trains you'll see beautiful women. Buses, not too much. And traveling by car, I've done that too. When you're traveling by car, you're not, you know, the woman's not going to be dressed up, driving her car going from one city to another.
Now they dress up for the trains and for the boat rides.
What have we got here?
We got
What do we got?
a whole bunch.
This is to me. So, since you drive a car, do you lean toward, if you wanted to go someplace far, would you rather drive yourself there, knowing that you could take your time getting there, or would you travel a different way? You know, like a train or airplane or whatever. Say you got a good distance. Would you rather go that way or go with your own car?
No, I prefer to let the train do it. But then at the same time, I wouldn't want to go alone.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes, if you go alone, it's boring.
You know, the way, if I had the money and I really like traveling, I go by train, but with a private compartment. They have TVs in there. Porter will bring you food. They even have their own coffee pots and that inside those places. Hey. And then you got the great big windows you can look out. You ain't missing nothing.
The
Well,
chair
what they
is
think about
comfortable.
money though. We're having, you know, those compartments. Well, what the heck, you got a TV in there, time goes by quick. I mean, you can have your own TV in a regular passenger car, but who wants to lug a TV around? Would it make sense? You're on the train 6-7 hours, man. It can be boring looking out the window.
Yes.
Or the person that you're sitting next to doesn't talk, or talk too much. Neither way is bad.
I remember that sometimes the stop comes and you're having fun speaking with this new stranger, you know?
Yeah.
And you say, well, it's my stop.
Did he leave it on? I see a light on it.
He probably did. But it goes into hibernation mode, I think. But it is on.
Unless it's a reflection.
No, they call them
I think
LEDs.
he's got the power on still.
It
I
is
see a
on.
light.
It is on.
Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. I have no idea. I've never owned one of those things.
Yes, this computer light tells you that the computer is on.
It's amazing how your son has learned all this stuff. Hell, I don't even know how to turn it on, let alone operate it.
Yes. That will take about 3 months.
So pretty proud of him for knowing this. Well, I'm gonna go to the room there, look at TV for about a half hour, and then just go to sleep. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Okay?
Yes. See you.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Okay.
It is on, right, son? He was right.
So he did have the power on. Right?
It was on, right?
Yep.
Yeah. See you tomorrow, mijo.
Okay, bye.
God bless you.